Hey ladies, so it's time for another video, and I bet you're wondering, okay, what's going on up there? Just wait one moment, I'm going to show you what I got going on. So there's a U-part unit that I made with crochet braids in the front. So I am going to show you ladies a brief high-level overview on how I achieved that U-part and how I got those braids in there. So yeah, stick around. To create my U-part, I used a foam head, the Cuban twist. There's 2 packs there, but I used 4 packs. And this terrible net. Ladies, if you see this net in the beauty supply store, run the other way. This net was so flimsy. It had holes in it as I was applying the U-part, so I do not recommend. And my needle and thread. So once again, my needle and thread, a net, the Cuban twist, 4 packs of it, and my foam head so that I could create my U-part unit. And that is my U-part with the knotless crochets in the front. The space that normally women would leave for a leave out or a lace front, I decided to install crochet braids into. My braid was not as neat and as tight as it could have been because I braided it instead of asking my bigger sisters to do it for me. So there I go, trying to take the unit out. So just showing you ladies, I did not video how I installed or made the U-part wig because there's so many out there, and honestly I didn't do anything special on this U-part, but on the next one I'll try to see if I can record it for you ladies. But that is the U-part coming off. So there you go. It's gone. The hair is gone, Lottie. It's gone. So as you can see, I put 3 clips at the top, and that unit, once again, that net was so flimsy, I actually had to reinforce it with a net. So that is the hair, and as the top, you could see that is the knotless crochet in the front. And I'm not turning around to the back, ladies. We don't look, we're close, but we're not that close. So that is the hair. That's my hair braided back there. So yeah, that is the hair. So shake it up, and I am going to put it back on. So there you can see I strategically make sure that I align the crochet braids where it will cover the U-part, so that I get full coverage there. And ladies, I actually have 5 clips in that U-part. I have 3 at the top to secure my front base, and then 2 at the bottom to control the back to make sure that it doesn't lift up. So that is me just clipping the U-part in and trying to get a firm foundation so that doesn't go anywhere. Once again, when I had to reinforce that net because that net was so flimsy and I didn't want to throw it out because all my hard work would just go down the drain, I reinforced it with a net, so it made the U-part a little smaller than it normally was, but I made do with it. Alright, so clearly I was having some trouble on camera trying to clip the wigs in, so I'll be right back, ladies. So now that I securely have my U-part snapped in all 5 places, I begin to razor the knotless crochet portion of the hair. And like I said, I do that to make the hair look more realistic. You don't want it looking so thick in the front. So I had U-part. The U-part actually did razor, so a lot of hair was taken out too because the U-part's so full. It's fuller than if you would have sewn the hair onto your own braids. So that is me just securing the U-part and then going in there and making sure that my closure, that's what I call the knotless crochet part of my hair, is blending in. So now that I know that I have that secure and I have that in, I just want to make sure that the hair is blending properly. So that is the front of the head. I tried my best to try and make the neatest of a braid, but I'm not the best at it. That's why I rely on my big sisters to help me out. But that is the hair right there, everything installed in. So now I'm going to begin to style it. I did a braid out on the hair this morning, but since I wanted to do the YouTube video, I'm going to redo the braid out. So I braid the hair down to the end, and then I seal the end with a small gray perm rod. The great thing about having a U-part is that you could actually take it off and, style your hair. So if you want to do the braid out and then do the perm rods or whatever so have you, you could just take it off and then dip that whole thing in the hot water. But for the purpose of this video, I kept the U part on my head and then proceeded to do the hot water method with a mug. So this kind of eliminates the full need of having the hot water so close to your face. You'll still need to use it for the knotless crochet part, but you do have the option of taking the U part off to style the head. So I continue the process throughout my whole head of braiding it down to the end and sealing it with the gray perm rods. And that is the final result, 10 braids that I will dip individually in hot water using a mug. Each braid I dip individually in the mug for about 20 seconds. And then I towel blot the excess water out of each braid. So I do that individually for each braid throughout my head. Alright, so now my whole head has been dipped. I'm actually going to take the braids out now, so they dried for about 3 minutes, but you could actually sleep in these and, you know, take it out in the morning. Now the fact that I'm taking out these braids so quickly after dipping them, it's okay because I can tell that they've been curled by looking at the end, so I know that the curl has taken from the hot water. So I'm taking down my whole head at this point, so I'm removing the gray perm rods first, ensuring that all the ends are actually curled up, and then from that point on I will proceed to unbraid the hair. So that's me starting to unravel each braid. You know, my song was on, so I was jamming. So you could see it coming along with me taking each braid out. And this is the braid out. I have not fluffed it out yet. Just wanted to give you ladies that 360 view of the hair with me braiding it, dipping it in hot water using the gray perm rods. Voila, voila, that is the final result, ladies. So big, beautiful hair. It does resemble a braid out on natural hair to me. This is the 4 packs of the Cuban twist. So there's nothing that I put on the hair, ladies, other than heat. So that would be flat ironing, the blow drying, or using the hot water method. There's nothing else I put on the hair to get it that way other than that manipulation of heat. So I hope you ladies learned something. And like I said, I'm here for you. That U part with the knotless crochet in the front. Take care, ladies. Oh, and before I forget, in the knotless crochet that I have in the front, I braided 3 braids back to go ahead and install the knotless crochet. So there's 3 braids in the front of my head, and then the back of my hair I just have wrapped up so that I can get the U part on there. All right, ladies, take care.